Now, let's talk about writing niches. And of course, you'll find that most of what we talk under here is what we've talked about already here. So a freelance writing niche, of course, refers to a specific area of expertise or subject matter that a freelance writer specializes in. So by focusing on a particular niche, a writer can position themselves as an expert in that area and develop a reputation for producing high quality content in that field. So for example, instead of just saying, I am a freelance writer, you can say, okay, I am a copywriting writer. Yeah, I'm a copywriter. Yeah, they call themselves copywriter actually. Instead of saying, I'm a freelance writer, you can say, okay, I'm a blog post writer. Yeah, or I write only social media posts. So when you pick, for example, social media posts only, you're picking a niche. The reason why you need to do that is because when you focus on that particular specific niche, you position yourself as an expert. And remember, clients only want to hire the best. And most of the time, the best are the experts. Now, if you position yourself in a niche, you're showing that you're the expert and you're increasing your chances of getting hired. Now, there are very many types of, writing niches. For example, these ones. So if you look at what we talk about here, content marketing, you realize this word appeared here also. Yeah. So you can say the types and niches are more the same. Yeah, they are more the same. So there is the content marketing. So these are the most in demand niches. We have the technical. We've talked about this. We have health and wellness. So these are guys who focus on health and wellness articles. And then we have finance and investing. So these are guys who write only for investing topics. Because as more and more people turn into online resources for financial advice. Then we have e-commerce. So if you decide, okay, I will be only writing content only targeted towards e-commerce. For example, you can only be dealing with product description, sales copy, and other content related to online shopping. Yeah. So that's it. Those are the most in demand freelance writing niches. Of course, there are others. Yeah. Of course, there are others. For example, you can also go deeper than this. You can say, okay, I'll only focus on e-commerce, but I'll only focus on product description. So as a writer, you only take on clients who are looking for product description for their e-commerce websites. That's a really good niche. Also, for example, in terms of content marketing, I've also given you an example here. You can say, okay, I'll be focusing on writing blog posts only. Yeah, I'll be writing blog posts only. That's it. So that's a good example of a niche. Now, how do you arrive to that decision of choosing your niche? Now, the first thing you need to do is to consider your interests and expertise. So when choosing this niche, you need to consider your interests and areas of expertise. So you need to write about topics you are passionate about, and of course that will make it easier for you to write and produce quality content. Remember, at the end of the day, we only care about the quality of the content you produce. Now, if you focus on the niches that you have interest and expertise in, it makes it easier for you to produce that quality content. Another thing to consider when choosing a niche is to evaluate the market demand. The last thing you want is choosing a niche that no one is looking for. So you need to look at, okay, I've decided I want to write e-commerce product descriptions only. Ask yourself, are there clients outside there looking for this service? Yeah, so that's what this means. Now you need to also analyze the competition. You need to look at the competition in your chosen niche. So you need to choose a niche where you can stand out and differentiate yourself from the others. So number one, don't choose a niche that no one is in it. So this is not the time, to be like, I want to be unique. At least I found a niche that no one is writing about. The reason why maybe no one is writing about it, or the reason why it has no one already is maybe because there is no money to be made in it. So you need to look at the competition. At least You need people inside. You need to find, other people writing on it. And then, of course, now you need to focus on standing out and then, of course, differentiating yourself. Then, of course, you need to consider the profitability. You need to evaluate the potential profitability of your chosen niche. So some niches may be more lucrative than others. And of course, it's important to consider how much you're going to make in that niche. So I'm going to give you a quick example. So if you compare someone writing, copywriting and content writing. So for example, someone writing blog posts and someone writing sales pages. In my experience, someone writing sales pages makes more than someone writing blog posts. The reason being, this one is more valuable to the client than the blog post. Remember, this page I gave you, for example, interacts, the end goal of this page is someone to buy. Yeah, so the client here is more than willing to pay more to get this page written than the blog post. You understand? So that's an example. You need to consider that. Is this niche that I've chosen, able to make me more money? You need to ask yourself that.